Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Tanner here, and today we're taking a look at set number 71312, Ekimu the Mask Maker. This LEGO Bionicle set is recommended for ages 7 to 14, retails for about $15 in the United States, and includes 94 pieces. This set is the only Good Guys set in the 2016 Summer Wave, and unfortunately this set is one of the final Bionicle sets that we will get. So let's start off this review like I would any other by taking a look at the packaging. So the packaging here is pretty much what you would expect for your $15 set. As you can see, it has a nice picture of the Bionicle logo up there with the mask of control up in the corner. You know, the all-important second mask. And as you can see here, we do have a nice picture of Ekimu in his entirety up on, up in the front of the box. He's looking all menacing there with his electric shield thing. And as you can see here over in the corner, we do have a picture of Umarak the Destroyer, which I will be reviewing soon. On the back of the box, you can see some of the play features, including the shield turning, the mask popping off, the waist shifting around, and the hammer moving up and down due to the gear function. And we do have a little bit of a comic here on the bottom. And of course, you guys can always pause the video and take a closer look at that. And down here, we do have a nice actual size picture of Ekimu's mask. Two masks are included in this set, one of which, of course, being Ekimu's trans blue mask of creation. As you can see there, it has a nice array of detailing on there. You can tell that the LEGO group put a lot of time and effort into designing this mask. It is the same mold as Ekimu's earlier form. We will be taking a look at that later in the video, but it is now in this trans blue color, which in my opinion is a whole lot better. The second mask is an Umarak the Hunter mask, interestingly enough, and this time instead of black and green, this mask is molded in gunmetal gray and trans orange. I'm not quite sure how that looks on Umarak the Hunter, as I have not put it on there yet, but maybe in the video I'll show you guys a closer look at that. So here we have Ekimu the Mask Maker, and I gotta say first of all that this guy is really, really bright. His color scheme is mostly made up of the trans blue color that was in the mask, and as well as a little bit of gold. Of course, I believe that he should be more gold than trans blue, but I'm definitely not complaining. This figure definitely is an eye-catcher, sitting up on the shelf, and it definitely looks really cool. Starting off with the functions of the set, of course the mask can always pop off just by hitting the back of the brainstock. This one uses a trans green brainstock, and interestingly enough, this is the longer version. Most of the sets in the 2016 waves use the shorter version, but for some reason this one goes back to using the longer one. This set has two gear functions, one of which being up here, and if you turn this gear right here, it will cause the arm to move up and down. Of course, my figure is still new, so this function doesn't work out as smoothly as I would like, but you can kind of get the gist of what's going on here. The second gear is located down at the bottom of the torso, and of course, grabbing that and moving that around will cause the waist to swivel around. This gear function is not unique to Ekimu, as it is shared with a lot of the Bionicle 2016 sets. The figure itself is pretty much constructed how you would expect. It does have, of course, as I said before, the trans green brainstock with the just regular Bionicle head attached to a torso piece. These shoulder pad pieces are actually not connected to the shoulders, but instead they are connected to a ball joint that is hooked up to the torso build. I think that's a really cool idea, and it definitely doesn't take away any of the movement from the gear function. Both of the arms are identical in terms of the way that they are built, and as you can see, each one of them includes a lot of gold and trans blue. Obviously the hands are trans blue, some of the bones are trans blue, and of course these armor shells come in the gold and trans blue color. The torso print on this guy is absolutely phenomenal. As you can see, there are a lot of old symbols there, along with the gold color, and that is all put on top of this nice trans blue body armor piece. The piece itself is extremely detailed with a bunch of bolts, pistons, and other mechanical devices, and of course there is a little bit of printing down here in the ab area. And if we pop that piece off, we can get a better look at the torso construction. And I think it's also worth pointing out that he does have some back armor. Like the arms, the legs are identical in terms of how they are built. As you can see here, each one uses a whole bunch of gold and a whole bunch of blue. Down here, the gold is used for the feet and these extra armor add-ons, but the armor shells behind it are all in trans blue. So as you can see here from the side, there are two of the same armor shells. This set definitely includes a lot of those armor shells. If you're looking for those, definitely get this set. But yeah, still it is pretty cool how the legs are constructed. Each one uses the friction add-on piece up here to provide some extra stability. But on the back here, you can see that the legs are constructed very strangely. As you can see here, there is a longer bone piece used up here than for the lower leg. That does kind of bother me, and I might actually go back and fix that. This set gives Ekimu two weapons. As you can see, the first one is his shield that does make a return from his previous version, except instead of a silver saw blade, this one includes a trans light blue saw blade. And also, if we flip around to the back, you can see that there is this little connection port here, so Ekimu can attach it to one of his armor shells. The other one is Ekimu's all-important hammer that actually does also make a return from his previous version, only like the shield, this one is designed a little bit differently. It includes this new crystal piece that a lot of these summer sets are using in their builds. In fact, I think all of the summer sets use that piece. But speaking of pieces, this piece right here, this top gray piece, actually makes a return from some of the old Hero Factory sets. And it's really nice to see that piece back again. I definitely use this piece quite a bit in terms of my mocks. And that's just attached to an armor shell, and that's attached to this little ball joint piece right here. The same thing with that. That construction is really cool, and I definitely would not have thought of using that for my custom builds. But yeah, this build definitely gives me quite a bit of inspiration for my mocks. So here is a look at both Ekimus standing next to each other. And here's what Umarak looks like with his trans red and gunmetal gray mask. So that'll just about do it for this video, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like on the video and click subscribe. That'll really help me out quite a bit. And stay tuned for more LEGO Bionicle set reviews coming soon. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. My name is TannerFishies, and I will be talking to you guys again later.